Hello and welcome back to our coverage of this Q School event already in progress. We're picking up on the second hole. Let's get into it. Well, you like the look of those hands.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
What an opportunity to make a birdie.
Luke, as fast as I was traveling, I'm not too sure anything would have slowed that thing down, much less the flagstick.
Just 3 feet to the cup. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He's currently tied for 7th. Time to play one of the one-shotters.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. That'll sting a bit.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Par putt coming up here. Ooh, right by the hole. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
I just love the aggressive play there, Rich.
Just a missile of a tee shot right onto the green.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. This must be frustrating. Time to get back on. And here we are with the third shot. 3 behind our leader. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This one will run uphill.
Setting up here with a very long putt. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. That was a little bit too much power. Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts. And for some reason, we're going to take another look at that shot. And from the greenside rough here. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Looking really good, this one. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next tee shot.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
That's a good-looking shot there. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Going with the 7. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Was on a good line. Big putt for par coming up.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for bogey. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shot. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult for.
Oh, that was pure. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Going with the 8-iron here. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Okay, steady now. Just a short putt remaining here. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. This hole is a long par 5.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in two. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Nicely done. Rich, being a big Boston sports fan, love being here in Beantown. And look, TPC Boston's a great venue for any championship. We've had some great winners here in the past, the likes of Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas. This golf course, it gives, but it also takes.
Look at the list of winners you just mentioned. What do they have in common? A, they're really gritty competitors, but B, they're super good, reliable ball strikers. I think that this golf course is sneaky, demanding. Whoever wins this week is certainly going to earn it on this relatively, seemingly benign, but sneaky hard golf course.
Getting ready to play their third. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Eight feet to the cup.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
That was a gallant attempt. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at 7 over par. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
This one's going to the right.
Wow, what happened there?
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Oh, that one was zooming past the hole.
Yeah, that can happen on these greens. They're tricky at times.
Time now for the 4th shot. "12 feet to the cup coming up.
This is on a great line.
That gets the job done. Sitting at 9 over par.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Ninth hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play. And this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Not bad. Second shot here on the 9th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. And he's hit that inside the range. This putt coming up is for birdie. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
This one's tracking.
Oh, so close. This one's for bogey. Well, that'll affect the momentum. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I got to say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
Second shot here at the 10th. That got a little out of control, I think.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Putting for par. Currently at 11 over for the round. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Going with the 5-wood. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. 9 feet to the cup. Oh, just missed. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. That'll affect the scorecard. And this one will be for bogey. Sitting at 12 over for the round. Setting up now on a par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Second shot here on the 12th.
They've chosen to club down here.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Came close with that chip. This putt for par here. there it is. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. This hole is a par 4.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Well played, mate. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
Going with the 5-iron here. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that. Just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Tee shot that one. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Straight out of the top draw.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Currently 12 over for the day. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Going with the 6-iron here. That's inside the house of opportunity.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2 putt for par would be just fine.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. No, that's too bad.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
This is a bogey putt coming up. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
That's a little untidy. Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston. I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I didn't think they'd be able to hit that from that lie.
This one's for birdie. That's pretty tidy. And that putt just was never hit hard enough.
It defies gravity, that one. That should have chased out more, but it didn't.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Second shot here at the 18th. Opting for the 5-wood. Let's hope this one gets a good lie because it's heading towards the rough. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Well, they tried to fade it in there, but just didn't commit to it.
And here we are with their fourth. Very crafty, that shot.
Yeah.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School final.
It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam.
Looking forward to the action out on the golf course today, Luke.
Good shot there, Beamer. Second shot here on the first. Getting ready to play their third. Lovely touch. Well played.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Ouch, that hurts. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Currently at +1 for the day. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
This shot here from about 240 yards. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Just 10 feet to the cup here. Remember, there's 2 important parts of a putt: line and length. Too much length on that one.
Here's their 6th shot.
That's certainly a shot saver there, Rich.
Chipping in for bogey. Happy and sad all the same breath.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Currently at 2 over par. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
A quality shot, that. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
This putt is about 8 feet. Nice line.
That gets the job done. Sitting at a couple over for the day.
The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
from the sand, looking to get up and down. "15 feet to the cup."
Little birdie look in here.
That's frustrating. An opportunity to make their par. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee, great recovery.
Sitting at 2 over for the day. Opting for the 6 iron. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. This is from miles away. "13 feet to the hole." Ooh, just missed that one. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Looks to have chosen the 7 iron. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
Surely it's going to.
Just didn't drop. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. Moore looking to make a statement here. Going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Yeah, that one will play.
Second shot here on the 7th.
Pretty good shot there.
And here we are with the third shot. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
They're going to need binoculars from back here to even see the hole.
That's disappointing. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Oh, nice line. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
Not a bad play, that one. 13 feet to the cup. Ooh. This is a par putt. And down it goes. Now 7 shots behind after that.
We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Well struck.
Playing from around 160 yards.
Oh, absolutely flushed. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down. This is their look at birdie. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Fair effort that. Good birdie.
And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
Oh, that is bombed. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
right by the hole. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. Well, that's a nice line. Okay, steady now. Bogey putt coming up here. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Going with the hybrid. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
No, they tried to fade that one in there, but got a little steep on it.
Beauty of a chip shot there.
Great touch.
He has this putt to save his par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. That's really not what they were looking for.
And how's that ball lying?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Going with the 5-wood. Sitting at 3 over. This putt is about 17 feet long.
This one to save par.
If it's up, it could be in.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in two, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
That's a high caliber shot.
3 over for the day. And choosing the 8-iron here. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 13th. Just 3 feet to the cup. Okay, let's head to the next. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
That's some good golf right there.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Putting for a par here.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
From around 120 yards here. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Playing within their comfort zone there. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Was on a good line.
Putting for a par now.
And as the putt drops, 2 over, heading down the stretch. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Par 3. I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Opting for the 5-iron. This would be a great up and down. That's a touch of class.
Judging it beautifully.
And that puddle drop. Well done. Now 7 shots behind after that. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
No, that's not the shot they wanted.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Well, Rich, Think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
This one's online. Oh, he's up, Tiger. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for bogey.
Oh, just missed.
And this one will be for double bogey.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
Playing from around 230 yards. Opting for the 5-wood. Looks like this one's going to the beach. Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. And this putt is for a final score of 74. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final, but Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.